Is muted apparently.
Yeah. Streamlabs had another update.
Ah.
Love a good Streamlabs update.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, are we live? Yeah! Lucky bat. Wait. Oh. Had to get the old airbrush ready and I almost ruined it.
Why is that?
Because, well, I tried to put it down on the table and it like kept sliding off, and then I almost banged it into the microphone and damaged the incredibly delicate 1.5 millimeter tip.
Ah. Yeah, that would not be good.
Mm-hmm. Beam Gaming, howdy.
Howdy, Beam. Does Beam stand for something?
Stands for laser beam.
I was hoping it was an acronym. Like bitching, entertainment, ass.
Decimation, you gonna get to those toes tonight?
Mm.
Maybe. Where is camera? Boo boo. Turn that down. Turn that up. And good. Beam Game. It's my kid's initials.
Ah, that's actually cute.
Mm-hmm.
Real cute.
Yeah. When I was learning to weld, I knew a guy who got tattoos of his kid's favorite cartoon characters on his arm.
Sim the Sloth. Big embarrassing acronym moment. Exactly. Whoa, 77. Howdy.
Hoi. Oya, hoi, hoya, mahawk? Mm-hmm. I agree.
I mean, I know what that means. Okay. So you're doing the OSL on him.
Very, very delicately airbrushing some red ink
His balls.
onto all his balls.
Mm-hmm. Is the big ball gonna also get red?
Yeah. It's gonna be the reddest one of all. Joe Drake goes, it's a Simpsons reference and a fine mahawk you to you. I've never seen a single episode of The Simpsons.
I've seen a bunch, but when I was much younger. If it ain't Star Wars, Jay doesn't know what it is.
Nope.
Or movies. You know a lot of movies.
I was thinking about just how great Rogue One was today. Such a good movie.
I just think you're just sitting there, just staring at the wall, just thinking about how great it is.
Yeah.
How many times a day do you think about Star Wars, do you think?
I mean, it's probably every other thought. Conservative
How many
estimate.
thoughts do people have a day?
Like 100 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them are Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's his big red balls.
Yeah.
Whoa, 77. Red shiny balls. This sounds like a joke out of a book I'm listening to. Sim the Sloth. The last 45 minutes are good. I like the whole thing. I get why the last 45 minutes are the exciting bit.
Yeah. Me too. I think everyone does.
don't know. That was what I mean. Felicity Jones had a great, big, adventurous day. Very comparable to Luke Skywalker's day. He wakes up a farm boy, and by the end of the day, he's piloting like the most advanced ship in the galaxy in a dogfight with other ace pilots. Felicity Jones, she wakes up in jail, and at the end of the movie, she's delivering the Death Star plans to the rebels. Joe Jacobs, Rogue One was a great movie, but not as funny as The Simpsons. You know, I think I'm going to have to agree with you on there. Not quite a laugh riot.
Yeah, not enough comedy moments.
Yeah. Alcoholic Eye.
I agree. All right.
Is that all his balls? Oh no, he's got arm balls. As
Arm
one
balls.
does.
He's balling.
Alcoholic. I wish Rogue One was better. Rogue One was great. I think if you want to watch a better Rogue One, watch like Saving Private Ryan. There's a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm. I think no matter what, well, unless you bring up the original trilogy, you're gonna get somebody on the stream that doesn't like the movies that you like.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a huge fan of episode 6, the Return of the Jedi. Like it starts kind of good with the Jabba the Hutt, although their plan to save Han Solo doesn't make any sense. But then their plan to save Han Solo doesn't make any sense, and then there's just a long stretch until the very end where they fight the second Death Star. Half the gang fights the second Death Star, and Luke fights Darth Vader. Whoa, 77. K2SO was pretty funny, though. That is true. Sim the slot. But Saving Private Ryan isn't Star Wars. Wait, what? What? Did they lie to me?
I thought they were.
Did Tom Hanks lie to me?
Probably.
Brett asks, Rogue One was good, but I enjoyed Solo more. Ooh, that is hard.
Ooh.
I don't know which one I enjoyed more.
I mean, I kind of think I enjoyed Solo more too. Solo's the one that made me feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
It brought me right back.
I've seen Rogue One more times, but it's also been out for much longer. I think I probably got to give it to Solo. I've really liked Solo.
Solo's really good.
I really liked. It's a comedy of riches.
Takomuto, evening all. Hello.
Solo is better. Farscape is my favorite sci-fi story. I haven't seen Farscape. Isn't there a comic book called Farscape? I don't have anything near me. Where's my brushes? Oh, they're over there. I'll be right back.
I'm continuing on my secret kill team, which is always a fun thing to talk about because I can't talk about it. It's gonna be a real surprise, isn't it? I thought he was back, but he's not. Oh.
Don't call me Shirley. Hey, Jay, I meant a Jawa Skitari on the Discord, not an Ewok one. You know what? I think the Ewok idea is better. It makes more sense.
It does. I
The
saw that.
Skitari Ewok. Oh, and guess what I also don't have is my paint water.
Jeez Louise. I wonder if someone was painting somewhere else today. You bet. Indeed, everyone will be surprised. Except for you, because you know what it is.
Do I at least get points for having the airbrush ready to rock?
Yeah.
El Ron Dorio. Return of the Jedi was the most awesome Star Wars for me, not only because it's good, but it was also the last movie I was able to catch in an army theater before leaving West Germany. I love in that movie that Han Solo was a little bit over it. Whoa, 77. I liked everything about Solo except Solo. I liked Solo. I think what was the kid? I think he did a great job being young, plucky Han Solo. Because a lot of years and a lot of experience has happened to him before Luke meets him. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more like Beckett when we meet him in A New Hope. But
it's also kind of a crazy thing to live up to.
Yeah, a beloved character, like one of if you ask anyone like who their favorite like character in Star Wars is, like half of them will say Han Solo.
Mm-hmm. And the other half are wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like Greedo, but and yeah, and
Han shot first. That's what I said.
El Ronder, it was down to the wire. My post wasn't getting the movie until after I left, so I had to grab a taxi to see the movie at the next closest post. Beam Gaming, I actually primed my first Necron models today. Nice!
Wow.
Don't call me Shirley. Why aren't you in the normal location? I am in the normal location.
When you left, I mentioned that you were filming somewhere else, maybe, or that you were somewhere else painting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the normal place on the back of a flatbed truck.
Exactly.
Sim the Sloth. If you haven't seen The Fifth Element, it's a great movie. Give it a watch. I love The Fifth Element. Love it. Incredible movie. I watched it a whole bunch of times, and it didn't. Not until I got a little older did I quite understand like what was going on in the movie. Because at the end of the movie, they pull like the MacGuffin out of a lady's stomach, and it doesn't make any sense unless you're actually like listening to the words people are saying. Which, when you're a kid, you're just like, ooh, space gun. Ooh, I bet he's the bad guy. Oh, I bet he's the good guy. Hey, that's Bruce Willis. You know how you do when you're a kid.
Right. All kids think that way.
Alcoholic, have you watched Star Trek TOS? Which one is TOS? I've only seen Next Generation. TNG. I've not seen TOS. Which one is TOS? Is that TOS? It's not Deep Space Nine. Is that the first one?
Someone will tell you.
Sim the Sloth. Solo's naming story is very lackluster. Yeah, but it's also like 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. And it's also like it was never going to be a cool story. Mm-hmm. Like he was either going to just be called Han Solo. McClunky, Greedo's last words. Whoa, 77. He just didn't live up to Harrison Ford, and I don't think anyone could. I think, what they should have done is they should have gotten Harrison Ford and digitally de-aged him in every scene. And also, they should have edited cat fur onto him.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
They should have just put him in any movie.
What they should have done is went back in time and grabbed him.
Yeah!
When he was much younger. And
honestly, eventually,
the movie. I'm
sure Disney's working on it.
A time travel?
Yeah, just so that they can use actors and things for longer. Mm-hmm. Whoa, 77. The other half says that their favorite's Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. Joe Draco's working on another Sikaran tank with multiple turrets. Magnetizing is king here. Is the Sikaran, is that a Forge World model? How do you get extra turrets for a Forge World model?
Can you buy the turrets separate?
Maybe you can. I don't think so. Although I guess the Sicaran is not my favorite tank. I haven't looked into buying it. Maybe he can buy the gun option separate. TOS, the original series. Got it. Okay, I have not seen the original series. Although I can deal with old stuff, like all of the horrible costumes and stuff from TNG, the Next Generation. Like, I can handle it. I really enjoyed season 1, which apparently is madness.
Is the season 1 just garbage?
It is not as good. An awful lot of it is a lot worse, but... Chetrick goes, you'd rather not know where the extra turrets came from. From Grandma's house.
Right.
Sim the Sloth. The original's effects are pretty good. I mean, of course, I've seen the fight with the Gorn. You know, the classic. Ba 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 ba. You know, where Kirk shows off his sweet karate. He does that old movie punch where you put both your hands together into a fist and then you slap somebody with it, and it's like a debilitating attack.
Of course. We all know that one.
Alcoholic. TOS is Twilight Zone in space. Power Surge. That's not the actual base for the model. Well, the actual base for the model is under there. It's actually I didn't do a great job. I might go back and throw in a little more texture paste. He's supposed to be standing on like a little rock with a gem on it, and I just covered it in like cork and sand. Power Surge. Do you make the base on stream? No, I don't like to make stuff on stream just because it's a little bit harder to kit bash and to do that while like keeping track of the chat and talking. The perfect thing about painting is, brushstroke, brushstroke, look up, brushstroke, brushstroke, say something, brushstroke, brushstroke. Like there's always time for a pause.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm shaking some basing sand, I kind of have to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait, you did something on stream.
I did. I put together the Black Templar Chaplain on bike.
And
it was fine, but I think they're better if it's just painting.
Mm-hmm. Roll TP. Looking good, man.
Yeah. I am loving Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's a lot of fun. I'm towards the end of season 5. My first time watching it. Shut up, Wesley. It's a classic line. Although I like Wes. I like Paul Wes Anderson and Paul W.S. Anderson. One of them makes really, really crazy good movies, and the other one made Event Horizon. And others. You know what? I think he really peaked in Resident Evil. Which is that. You know what? The first Resident Evil really isn't the worst thing ever. The 5th Resident Evil is... I kind of like all the Resident Evils. They're modern schlock. There's a part where Milla Jovovich, I think she shoots the air so that she shoots a pane of glass, and then the pane of glass falls in slow motion, and then she kicks a big chunk of the glass, and her kick sends it flying into her opponents. And it's like the most ridiculous thing ever. Alcoholic. Have you watched The Thing? I have. I've seen everything. I've seen the 1950s, The Thing from Another World. I've seen the John Carpenter's The Thing, and then I've seen the 2011 remake, wonderfully titled The Thing. Because they just thought, well, you know what? We'll just use the same exact name so that people might get confused and watch our movie.
Exactly.
Notorious Champ. Any tips on painting white with a brush? Yes, I would suggest mixing it with a little bit of thick matte medium. It should help the white thin down and become opaque without getting runny. Don't call me Shirley. Jay, I've been using wood glue and dirt recently. I got scared that wood glue was bad, and you were my saving grace saying that you use wood glue. Yeah, I use wood glue all the time. I use it a lot for the initial gluing down because the resins in it are a lot stronger. And then sometimes if I'm worried that my paint is gonna start to flake off, or if I'm gonna like blast it with a dry brush, I have a video on making a sealer out of Elmer's glue and some other materials, and I'll put that on top to make like a flexible layer to keep everything stuck down. But yeah, I like wood glue in general for gluing on basing stuff.
A basing binder.
Yeah,
that's the video.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first ones when we came back.
Yeah. Joe Dracos, try Simpsons seasons 2 to 6 and select episodes from 7 to 9. Skip 10. Do select episodes from seasons 11 and 13, then stop. I'll keep that in mind.
Amazing.
Hey, Alcoholic, make sure you watch Enterprise. It's prettier. It's better than fans say it is. Okay. I'll probably get to them all eventually.
Michael Spitz, I have to abandon the channel because the positive like ratio.
Yeah.
It's BS. 8 upvotes, 8 dislikes. We need a few more dislikes.
Mm-hmm. Joe Dracos, I have Liquitex Medium as well. Yeah, they're a little pricey. Like they're like $10, $10 to $12. But I mean, this bottle will probably last me forever.
All right, now we have 10 dislikes.
Yeah.
Every person that likes this video, I'm going to find you and ban you.
Yeah. You're going to get shadow banned.
You're going to get shadow banned.
Which means that you no longer cast a shadow.
Exactly. And then we know you're a horrible person for liking the stream. Oh, another person liked it. Well, welcome to being shadow banned. Uh-oh, 2 more people liked it.
No! A shadow ban is when we tell you you're banned and then you act accordingly. So it's on you to to see yourself out.
Yeah, get out.
Mm-hmm. Is a movie from a few years ago. Mm-hmm. Joe Dracos, glue all works well. Just make sure it's glue all and not school glue. Yeah, school glue is for eating. Glue all is for gluing.
Love a good squirt of school glue. It's perfect.
Power Surge. Speaking of wood glues, I wonder what is the difference between all the glues in an ingredients level. I'm guessing wood glue can be used on anything, but you can't do the same with PVA glue. Wood glue is obviously meant for wood. It has some very very strong resins in it. It's kind of brittle. The reason I think it works so well on wood is because it soaks into the grains and then dries so hard. And then when you try to pull the wood apart, like you're trying to pull the grains apart. But if you put wood glue, just like if wood glue gets on your table, you can kind of just chip it off with like a screwdriver. Mm-hmm. But like white glue or PVA glue is kind of a lot more flexible. I think it's got vinyl in it. Mm-hmm. And so that's great for kids to get all over their desks in school, because then you can just wipe it up with warm water, or you can just let it dry and then peel it off. Mm-hmm. Hey, Alcoholic, I bought an Eldar Guardian kit. I hate painting this. So many mold lines. Yeah, those old school plastic kits. They're just models. They're mold lines surrounded by models. El Rondorito, I use Elmer's craft glue. It's tackier and doesn't have the high water content that regular white glue has. Neat.
Did you ever use one of those desks that you open up that whole top and there's a cubby on the inside?
Yes.
They're annoying.
Yeah.
They're like the worst thing that you could ever have.
Yeah, it's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah. Not enough cubby space, and then you have to take everything off to open it up.
Yeah. And it took me forever to rebutton my shirt.
Exactly.
Because he had to take it all off.
Yeah, I get it. I like that. That was pretty good. Your compressor's running.
I know! Michael Spitz. I missed yesterday's stream because I had to do some radical stuff called homework. Homework? That must be foreign. Mm-hmm. Sim the Sloth. But all glue is for sniffing. I cannot. The high you get from Elmer's glue is crazy. I mean,
man,
you have to do it like a line of cocaine, though.
Yeah.
You have to inhale an entire line of Elmer's glue.
Oh my god. I'm glued on the inside. Mm-hmm. My lungs are glued shut.
Yeah, fun to play with and to eat. Mm-hmm. Whoa, 77. Crayons are for eating, glue is for dipping. Yeah, you dip the crayon in the glue, you got yourself a complete meal right there.
Yeah.
Elrondria, wood glue is a different chemical composition, alphatic resin. Ah.
Alfalfa?
Alfalfa? Like the
No, yeah,
the plant?
Yep.
That's what the rabbits like to eat in Watership Down. Takamoto, what is your ratio for mixing runners with Tamiya extra thin? Oh, to make sprue glue or sprue goo, the extra thick cement.
Thick.
Probably. It's hard to say. If you have like a full bottle, which I guess you shouldn't if you're gonna put plastic in there because it'll overflow. I probably pour out like 25% and then put in like a few inches of sprue. I don't put in much. I like it to still be pretty thin, like fairly thin. And I've seen a lot of people use sprue glue to fill gaps, and I feel like that's not what it's for. Because if you put it on thick enough to fill a hole, it's gonna take forever to dry. It probably won't take as long as like a water-based putty or a water-soluble putty, but it'll still take a fair amount of time. I really like Tamiya basic putty. It dries really, really, really fast, and the fumes can kill a horse.
That's your favorite part.
Yeah. What I like with sprue glue is, especially if you're working maybe with older Games Workshop plastic models or models that don't have like a perfect bond, the goo just makes up for any difference. And it makes it for a crazy, crazy strong bond because of the squish factor. Because with the extra thin cement, this is like a model from 2016. It's basically perfect. And you can just dry fit the models together and then dab it with the extra thin cement, and the capillary action it'll soak itself in, and then the vapors will melt the two halves and it'll stick together. But like if you're gluing like orcs together and you got like a big fat ball joint, like if you use the extra thin cement, I've broken orcs apart and I found that it actually like only ended up gluing a little tiny bit of the ball at the bottom and like a little bit at the waist, because those were the only 2 points that were in direct contact. But you throw a big blob of sprue goo in there, you stick the orcs together, and then it like squishes out the side like when you push on an Oreo. That's the perfect. That's what you want. Sim the Sloth. Aline's tacky glue is the way to go.
Is that all American? America's favorite tacky glue?
Isn't it just called tacky glue?
Yeah, it is just called tacky glue. Maybe there's multiple kinds of tacky glue.
I mean, tacky glue is the glue to use for some things, but I find it takes an annoyingly fast, short amount of time to dry. It's like 10 minutes.
Tacky glue, sponsored by Architecture Department.
But the thing is, like, that tacky glue, that bond is not strong for the entire drying process until it's dry.
Yeah.
Joe Trick goes, now I'm hungry. Be right back. He's going to go get some crayons.
Yep. They are delicious. And nutritious. Kino is plastic shortages are a bitch. Buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a rough summer. Is there a plastic shortage?
I mean, Games Workshop doesn't have the kits people want. Is that what you mean? Like you can't, like everything's out of stock?
Or there's just no plastic?
I mean, there's got to be plastic.
I mean, I'm surrounded with plastic.
Alcoholic, I know I don't comment enough, but you are the best stream. Keep it up. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We stream it like...
You tell every other person streaming to quit because we're the best.
Yeah. We stream it like we mean it.
Exactly. I've been saying that for years.
Joe Trey goes, banana muffin. Ah, I want a banana muffin. I love banana.
Did you draw it with the crayons and then eat the paper?
Elrondario, do you eat the horse? The horse that dies whenever I start using Tamiya basic putty? Yes, I make it into IKEA meatballs. That's really where you get that flavor from. The very unique IKEA flavor.
I thought it was from all the chairs that they grind up to make those.
That's true.
It's half
horse,
half chair and half horse.
Yes. Half chair, half horse, all IKEA. What was 77? The electronics industry is getting hit especially hard. Is there an actual shortage of plastic?
I know that there's a chip shortage. 77. There's a lot of shortages right now because of the damage the pandemic did to the shipping infrastructure.
I thought it was that one shipping ship that got stuck.
I think there's problems before that too. There was a bunch of IKEA stuff on there. Did you know that? On that ship.
Do you think that person felt like the biggest idiot in the world when he was stuck?
I'm sure they jumped right off the boat.
And you're like... And then you think like the first mate was like, try backing up. And he's like, you dummy. It's not that simple. Put it in neutral. We'll get out and push. Kinonas. 3 major plastics, PE, PP, and MEG are all short. Production is in hell right now, and it'll only get worse for the customers in the next few months. Oh no, do you think Games Workshop's going to raise prices?
That'd be hilarious.
Killick Mickelson, is this for a Novak list, or is it just a cool color scheme? It's just a cool color scheme. I'll probably use whatever rules are best. It's a custom color scheme. It's this color scheme, actually. I have another finished Warlord right here. They have white bodies with black trim with red and yellow edge highlighting, and then their weapons are going to glow red to yellow.
I think you painted that other one up on stream.
I did. Yeah, this is a very Necron Overlord heavy stream here. Jojo goes, oddly enough, the crayon drawing tastes like banana.
You're gonna have to get the old ones to complete the series.
I will. I do kind of want a metal one. There was one limited edition one that sells for big money on eBay, but I'm keeping my eyes out. If I can get one for a reasonable price, so maybe a slightly below reasonable price, I'm definitely gonna get it. El Rondario, don't forget to recycle the hair, hide, and hooves for, you guessed it, more glue.
Yeah. You better believe it.
Hey, Alcoholic. Well, plastic is petroleum, and we're lacking one thing. Takamoto, supposedly plastic can be made from harvesting pig urine and refining it. Oh, well, that seems very doable. A few years back, there was a documentary regarding plastic alternatives which featured that method. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've got no shortage of pig urine. Is that what the bristles of my toothbrush are made out of? What's the grossest thing? know. Lego.
What specifically about pig urine? Why is that so different than
That's true.
normal?
Like, can we use any
other
urine?
Mm-hmm.
I know Lego supposedly has started being able to make parts out of a plant-based plant-based piss. I know. I mean, they've sold a couple of kits based on that. Some of the parts were made out of the new it's not recyclable. It's still plastic, but it's apparently it's like not petroleum plastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's biodegradable in a couple hundred years instead of a couple thousand or something.
I think it's a couple thousand instead of a couple million.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it's only 900,000 instead of a million.
Mm-hmm. But I want my Lego sets to be passed down from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, Mega Bloks, on the other hand, that is made out of the pig urine. No, it's made out of whatever is the least biodegradable plastic.
Mm. Well, I thought it was made out of dog shit. They're garbage.
Takamuto, not your toothbrush, but they wanted to make dinnerware, plateware out of the pig urine plastic. I mean, they should, if it works, make everything out of it. And then just eat the pigs.
Exactly.
Don't call me Shirley. Talking about urine, the Roman army used to brush their teeth with urine. Solid. You'd think brushing your teeth with, like, water would be better, but...
Maybe they didn't have water at all times?
You think they'd want to use Colgate.
Right.
Takamuto, Mega Bloks. Do not speak of them.
Mm-hmm. I think I only had a couple Mega Bloks.
Yeah, me too.
You know, everyone has an uncle that doesn't get it.
The one family member who doesn't quite get that it's not the same.
Yeah. And then he wonders why you're crying.
Joe Dracos had a Crusade game recently with a Necron player. He started the game by rolling 75% 5s and 6s, but ended the game rolling 75% 1s and 2s. I got 7 victory points on turn 1 and ended the game with 75 to his 47. Wow. The new reanimation rules are kind of interesting, where for multi-wound models, you have to roll... You instead of having to roll instead of getting up on a 5 or a 6, you have to roll the number of wounds you have. So like a Scorpek Destroyer has 3 wounds. If he dies, you'd roll 3 dice, and all 3 of them would have to be a 5 or a 6.
Oh my god.
So multi-wound models have a much harder time coming back to life, which kind of makes sense. Like they're harder to be put back together by the Necron's energies.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because they're lazy.
Mm-hmm. I wonder. It's possible that you may be able to help that a little bit with things like resurrection orbs or the Necron reanimator.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the past it's always been pretty simple. I didn't like 8th edition's reanimation protocols because before you always laid the model down. Mm-hmm. Technically, actually, you laid the model down in 5th edition. In 6th edition, you were supposed to put a token where the model died, but everyone ignored that and just put the model on its side until it reanimated. Mm-hmm. But the 8th edition kind of did away with it, where your model just gets after it dies. So you roll your hits, you roll your wounds, you roll your armor saves, it dies, and then you just make another roll to see if it really died, though. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was kind of the lamest. It definitely simplified it a lot, but it also made it like, well, it's just a feel no pain. It's not it's not specific to the Necrons. Like demons get the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, 77. I mean, any hydrocarbon could be turned into plastic.
Mm.
Alcoholic. Well, I'm glad that the plastic in my life will be gone when Star Trek exists.
Power surge. Dental industry conspiracy is actually an old Roman conspiracy trying to bring pig piss back into our mouths.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Those sneaky Romans. Thinking that they were just the new Greeks.
Joe Draco's Mega Blocks. I was poor growing up. We had Lego.
Alcoholic. If they survive the eugenics war, that is. I do love episode 1 of Star Trek where they like really quickly just flash forward to how the world got to the Star Trek way of life. Joe Draco's turn 1. My Devastators killed 4 Scorpic destroyers in one attack. He rolled 6 6s and 3 5s out of 12 dice. That's incredible. Good for him. I wonder what the plasma sight does. I think the plasma sight might just give them better attacks or something. It'd be cool if it helped with reanimation. Kino's pig piss is cleaner than most of the stuff we eat. To be frank, TBF. Interesting. So, should we all be having a big glass of pig piss with dinner?
I feel like that's not possibly true.
Sure doesn't seem true. Like, pig waste is somehow cleaner than than a head of broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Make toothpaste pig piss again. Lucky Pat.
Oh my gosh.
40K guy. Hi, bro. Coming from the UK, it's 4:43 a.m. or 3:43 a.m. I know you UKers, you got different times over there. You don't have freedom time like over here.
Yeah. And as everyone knows, freedom time is the right time.
Freedom time is the right time.
Sponsored by Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, no, we're in Central Time, which to me just sounds like real time.
Yes, exactly.
Actual time.
Mm-hmm.
The correct time.
Right. Center of the universe, right? That's what it's shortened. That's the long form version.
Mm-hmm. Joe Tragos had to kill those 3 destroyers twice. It's frustrating. Infuriating. Yeah, but for him, I'm sure it was awesome. I think, was it Uncle Adam who said this? He said, your loss is someone else's win.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even though it sucked for you, it was awesome for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Alcoholic Thunderdome. 77. Cleaner, maybe. More nutritious, hardly. Better off eating crayons. I eat crayons for the antioxidants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And they're keto.
Big bowl of crayons. Keto crayons?
Keto crayons. It's a new product from Crayola. for when a 6-year-old has to stay in ketosis.
That makes sense. Tekomuto. It's 9 p.m. Better get my glass of pig piss so I can grip and sit watching Eons of Battle. Jeez Louise.
Andy Crimson, I'm a bit late to the party. Had to deal with Skaven ambushes in TW Dawn of War Warhammer 2. TW Total War Warhammer 2. How's everyone? I think I got Total War Warhammer for free in something.
Mm-hmm.
But then I never claimed it and I lost the code. So I guess I don't have Total War for free.
Is it fun? I mean, you wouldn't know.
No, I mean it looks fun. People like it.
Looks fun.
The trailers for it look amazing because they're just movies.
Yeah, they pulled the StarCraft.
Yeah, they did.
Beam Gaming, Central Time Gang. Yep. Aquino. Central Time is a communist conspiracy theory. The world runs on Eastern Standard. Sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah. I wonder how time will be recorded once we go full space. That's a good point.
Central.
Yeah, Central Time.
Well, it's Houston, right? Is Houston Central Time? I would assume so. That's what I think it should be. Everything's based out of Houston.
Joe Draco, someone came into my 40K League Discord. I must go now. Later all. Whoa, 77. Marines all know crayons are the best part of the MRE. Meals ready to eat. I've had some MREs. They're not good.
Oh yeah.
They're not they're edible though. They are edible.
What is that? What is that place again?
I got American Science and Surplus.
Yeah, American Science and Surplus.
It's a cool ass store.
It's a cool store.
Andy Crimson. Total War is quite fun. Don't call me Shirley. Has the OnlyFans been set up? Also, Eons of Battle is my favorite pig piss weight loss and diet channel.
Oh my god.
We're a lifestyle brand.
I'm so glad that everybody's enjoying this.
We're influencers.
Yeah. Pig piss influencers.
We give people the real scoops on, dentistry and,
right.
Legos versus Mega Blocks. Get plastic made out of pig piss. Just the normal stuff.
We do. The OnlyFans is set up. We have 2 fans, which is hilarious.
That is really great.
I think you just joined for free because we have a free tier. But I haven't looked too much into it besides sending them my driver's license. And you have to do you have to do a very weird thing where you have to take a picture of yourself with your driver's license. So a human being got to see that I have an OnlyFans.
And we'll one day use that to blackmail you.
I hope so. Mom, it's not what it looks like.
I mean, did they make you wear a sailor costume for the picture? Or?
Exactly. Did you have to wear your fursuit in the picture? And, yes.
Andy Crimson, I heartily recommend Total War Warhammer as it does a great job of representing the units while keeping tongue firmly in cheek with the ridiculousness of the setting. I can't wait for Lord Croak. I said it again, Lord Croak. Lord Croak.
Croak.
Croaks are a whole different thing.
Yes.
Lord Croak is pretty badass, though.
And you're gonna buy it immediately.
Probably not immediately, but it'll. I mean,
the day after.
Once I have a good amount of Seraphon units. I mean, it's not like they're gonna stop selling it.
No.
Anytime in the next decade.
Brett S. Pig piss. What do you think the golden colored Listerine is?
Oh.
I've used that one. It's pig piss. Power surge. Oh, that's kind of sketchy. I'm guessing for legal purposes. Yeah, they're just trying to make sure I'm not 18 or I'm not under 18.
Yeah.
And I fooled them. I'm 17. So.
Well, 17 this April.
Yeah, exactly.
Or next April. Tekamuto, we find a Cesian atom, declare that one central, and sync all the clocks with it like we do with regular atomic clocks. I will only accept this form of time if it's central time sourced.
Exactly.
Brett S. As someone who works with customers all over the world, I wish everyone would just run everything off of GMT all the time. It would save a lot of confusion. GMT, of course, is Gigan, Mothra, and Titanosaurus from Godzilla.
Exactly.
Looters, did you get Curse City? No. It looks cool, though.
No.
If Games Workshop sends us Curse City, then...
yeah. I don't think we'll have to worry about that.
No?
No, I feel like if we didn't get a copy by now, it either got lost in the mail, which is probably what happened, or we're not getting it.
There was some a Brit on YouTube who got a game, who was given a copy of whatchamacallit, the one that the kill team Pariah Nexus, and absolutely eviscerated it, and like spilled some of the Games Workshop conspiracy theories. And I'm like, how is this guy getting review copies from Games Workshop?
Did he lie?
It's possible he got it from like a store or something that gave it to him. But I think he did say it was a review copy. But yeah, I mean, he was really, really tearing it to shreds, and saying like this isn't as good a deal as Indomitus. Which, if that's your standard, you're no longer ever gonna be happy ever again. I think Indomitus is probably a one-time deal.
Yes.
And you're gonna do the fun thing, if you own Total War Hammer, WH Warhammer, you get Warhammer 2, you get 3 WH2, you get both campaign maps added. I can only assume that Warhammer 3 will do the same thing.
Interesting.
Quinones. I like Dana Howell, but what was the copyright disclosure? I think we all knew the box was from Game. Did Dana Howell do what? The copyrights disclosure? I think we all know the box was from Games Workshop. Did Dana Howell do something with Curse City? I don't know if she's gotten stuff before. It's possible. She's a big channel.
She could have also just bought it.
Yeah.
Because you can do that too.
Yeah.
If we made a video about it, it's because we bought it.
Yeah. Alberto Martín Bartolomé, Algún de España. I don't know my Spanish well enough anymore. If you're asking if I'm Spanish, no, I'm Mexican.
He's asking me, obviously.
Yes, clearly. She did a kit badge, and she did a whole slide about how Curse City is Games Workshop copyright. I mean, of course it's Games Workshop copyright.
I don't know. We'll have to watch this.
Yeah. Curse City is owned exclusively by Hanna-Barbera, or just some weird... I mean, Curse City looks awesome. It's just, I'm more of a sci-fi guy. I've heard the Curse City game is fun. I watched one YouTube video where somebody who really enjoyed playing Blackstone Fortress. They said that they played Blackstone Fortress, and Blackstone Fortress was good, but Curse City was better. And they think Curse City is kind of like an updated Blackstone Fortress, where they took what was good about Blackstone and they updated it.
Like Quinones. I got Curse City. The main guy is the most monopose mini they've made yet. Is it just all one piece? I mean, completely.
That'd be fun.
And the base.
I think from the explanation I saw on YouTube of Curse City, it kind of looks fun because your characters kind of grow and upgrade as you play,
that
and
sounds like fun.
you don't get to fight the big monsters until later, and so there's something that you're building towards.
Mm-hmm. How much was it?
Probably $200. 60 models, or I think it was only 45 models and a bunch of tokens that are essentially models. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kino Kinonis, he has 4 pieces that need to be stacked in one direction, like straight up part of the coat, the hand, the sleeve, the face, the chest, all stack in one piece one way. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, like, remember the old classic 2nd edition plastic Gretchen that are just one piece?
You mean when the game was good?
Yes, yeah. And the setting was grimdark.
Yes.
That's why the Gretchen had a big smile. Yeah, I think monopose versus multipose is an interesting debate. I think some models do a good job. Some models are probably could stand to have more options.
Mm-hmm.
I think the vast majority of people probably just build it the right way and don't really care that much.
Yeah.
But then, you know, a lot of people would like to, I don't know, glue the left arm slightly angled down as opposed to angled up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Space Marine kits, it's a little frustrating as the bolter or the gun will have the arm with it, whereas before you might have the hand attached, but you glue the hand onto the wrist. But now you get the whole arm, and so you're like, well, I want the pistol, but I don't want the pistol, like, I want the pistol pointing straight, not pointing up, so you have to take the gun arm that's holding the sword straight, and then you cut off the sword, and then you cut off the pistol from the arm, and then so they'd still work, but usually you can do it if you have an idea.
Mm-hmm. And you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Power Surge, I was really hyped to get Curse City. Ended up not getting it now. Now I've cooled off. I'm kind of glad because I still got a ton to paint and no one to play with anyways.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. We'll play with you. Where do you live?
Yeah.
Give us your address.
Mm-hmm. And your sauce.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley. They need to make minis like Bionicles. Yeah, they do. Ooh, and speaking of Bionicles, look at the time.
Oh my goodness.
That flew by.
It did. That's always good. Well, we got a big old video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central.
Tekomuto bought Curse City today only because Russia is eyeing Ukraine and China is eyeing Taiwan, and I want something to play with and paint with in my bunker. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
End stream.